Good afternoon all. In the last lecture, we discussed the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Okay, what is that theorem? Let T be a linear operator on n-dimensional vector space V over F, then T satisfies the characteristic equation. That is, if f of x is the characteristic polynomial for T, then f of T is equal to 0 operator. Okay, or the alternative statement for Cayley-Hamilton theorem is every square matrix satisfies its characteristic equation. Okay, and this is the proof of that theorem. So today we will see instead one remark is there, or we can call it as a theorem or corollary. Okay, chota theorem ahe. Look at that statement. The minimal polynomial of the matrix is the divisor of a characteristic polynomial of that matrix. Okay, what is the theorem or remark? We can say the remark. The minimal polynomial okay of a matrix is divisor of a characteristic polynomial. A characteristic polynomial, okay, of that matrix. Okay, we know that the minimal polynomial is the divisor of each and every polynomial which annihilates that matrix. Okay, if m of x is the minimal polynomial, and suppose is g of x is the what annihilating the matrix A, then m of x is the what divisor of g of x. Okay, we know this theorem. Now here, what is the statement? The minimal polynomial of the matrix is the divisor of characteristic polynomial. Okay, the characteristic polynomial is also annihilates that matrix. That's why m of x is also divisor of that characteristic polynomial of that matrix. Okay, छोटा proof है क्या अवघड नहीं है. What is the proof? Look at the proof. Let A be the matrix. Let capital A be the matrix. Okay, capital A be the matrix, square matrix. Okay, square matrix. Capital A is the square matrix of order n. Of order n over the field F. All the entries belongs to the field F. Okay, capital F. By Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we have by Cayley-Hamilton theorem. By Cayley-Hamilton theorem, the characteristic polynomial of a matrix, characteristic polynomial of a matrix, characteristic polynomial of a matrix A annihilates matrix A. Okay, annihilates matrix A. Okay, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, every square matrix satisfies characteristic equation. That is, if f of x is the characteristic polynomial of that matrix A, then f of A is equal to null matrix 0. Okay. Now we know that the theorem, the minimal polynomial of a matrix is a divisor of every other polynomial which annihilates matrix A. Okay, which annihilates matrix A. Okay, hence characteristic polynomial here, sorry, not hence, here the characteristic polynomial annihilates A. Okay, hence the minimal polynomial polynomial is a divisor of characteristic polynomial of a matrix A. Okay, any doubt? This is a small proof of this. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Minimal polynomial always divides the characteristic polynomial. म्हणजेच काय? Minimal polynomial, the degree of minimal polynomial is always less than or equal to characteristic polynomial, degree of characteristic polynomial. Okay. Now the next theorem. नीट लक्ष द्या theoremचा statement काय सांगतो. Let T be a linear operator. Let capital T be a linear operator on an n-dimensional vector space. Okay, n-dimensional vector space V over F over the field F. Okay, let or in the bracket or A be any n cross n matrix. याचाच अर्थ काय? या स्टेटमेंटचा अर्थ let T be a linear operator on n-dimensional vector space. That means the matrix of T with respect to beta is A. That is, whatever be the properties of T that satisfied by T also satisfied by this matrix A. Okay, let A be any n cross n matrix. Okay, bracket complete. The characteristic and minimal polynomial for T. Okay, the characteristic and minimal polynomial. आवाज येतो ना व्यवस्थित?
Yes, sir.
Minimal polynomial for T. Okay, in bracket for A also. Okay, matrix A also have the same roots. Okay, have the same roots except for multiplicity. Okay, what is the meaning of this statement? Let G be a linear operator on n-dimensional vector space. The characteristic polynomial or and minimal polynomial for T have the same roots. Okay, suppose f of x is the characteristic polynomial for T. Okay, is equal to f of x. Suppose this is the x. This is the characteristic polynomial for f of x. Characteristic polynomial for A. Okay. What is the minimal polynomial for A? Minimal polynomial for A, x minus 2 bracket raised to A and x minus 3 bracket raised to B, where A is less than or equal to 2 and B is less than or equal to 3. Okay, what is the possibility of A and B here? A हा माझा एक तरी 1 असू शकतो किंवा 2 असू शकतो. ओके, पण जो काही रूट हा f of x आहे, 2 is the root of characteristic polynomial, 3 is the root of characteristic polynomial, and the characteristic root of characteristic polynomial is also root of minimal polynomial. Okay, this is the minimal polynomial for A. Okay, जो काही रूट असेल तो एकदा तरी एकदा ह्याच्यात आलेलाच असायला हवा. ओके, त्याचा मीनिंग काय? एवढंच आहे. The root of characteristic polynomial is also the root of minimal polynomial. Okay, if suppose this one is the characteristic polynomial, then suppose this is f of x minus 2 bracket square and x minus 3. This is the characteristic polynomial. The minimal polynomial काय असू शकतो? What are the possibilities of this one? This one, x minus 2, x minus 3, or x minus 2 bracket square into x minus 3. Okay, ह्या दोनच possibility असू शकतात. Okay, put instead of a x, put a here. The a minus 2i आणि a minus 3i यांचा product जर 0 आला, okay, that is 0 null matrix. Okay, null matrix आला, then if a satisfies this polynomial, then minimal polynomial for a is this one. Okay, जर नाही आला तर ह्याला चेक करायची गरज नाही, नंबर हा असणार असतो. Why? Because this is characteristic polynomial. Okay, and f of a is 0. ओके, जर ह्याला फक्त एकदाच चेक करा तुम्ही. एक्झामला काय करतात, कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉलिनॉमियल देतात, मिनिमल पॉलिनॉमियल विचारतात पॉसिबल. ओके, तिथे हेही ऑप्शन असेल, हेही ऑप्शन असेल. ह्याला चेक करा, हा नाही म्हणणार तर पुन्हा ह्याला चेक करत बसायचं नाही, कारण की हा आधीच दिलेला आहे तुम्हाला. ओके, इज इट करेक्ट?
Yes, sir.
समजतंय काय सांगतो? देन
Yes,
दिस इज
sir.
कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉलिनॉमियल, हा कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक आहे. तर हा जर सॅटिस्फाय नाही झाला की हा सॅटिस्फाय होणारच आहे, पुन्हा ह्याला वेळ घालत बसायचा. ओके, so what is the meaning of this theorem? The root of characteristic polynomial is also the root of minimal polynomial except their multiplicities. Okay, फक्त त्यांची मल्टिप्लिसिटी डिफरंट असू शकते, अल्जेब्रिक मल्टिप्लिसिटी. ओके, if suppose a is equal to x minus a, x minus b, x minus c up to so on x minus समजा हा काहीतरी h वगैरे काही का असेल पुढे. ओके, हा तुमचा f of x कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉलिनॉमियल. ओके, अँड द मिनिमल पॉलिनॉमियल काय येईल? मिनिमल पॉलिनॉमियल फॉर ए देन, चल प्रत्येकाची अल्जेब्रिक मल्टिप्लिसिटी काय? 1. व्हॉट इज द मिनिमल पॉलिनॉमियल? हा प्रत्येक रूट याच्यात यायलाच हवा ना, मग हाच जो असेल तो सगळा काय असेल? मिनिमल पॉलिनॉमियल. Okay, for each and every eigenvalue, for each characteristic value we have algebraic multiplicity 1, and we know that geometric multiplicity is less than or equal to algebraic multiplicity. Hence geometric multiplicity of each and every eigenvalue is again 1. So
1.
hence we get algebraic multiplicity is equal to geometric multiplicity. Hence this A is diagonalizable.
Diagonalizable.
If A is the matrix of T, जर हा असेल, ओके, आणि हा हे तुमचा हा असेल कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉलिनॉमियल. ओके, हा ए चा कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉलिनॉमियल हा असेल, देन धिस टी इज डायगोनलायझेबल. मग थेरम स्टेटमेंट कसं तयार होईल? इफ इन कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉलिनॉमियल फॉर द मॅट्रिक्स ए, ओके, ईच अँड एव्हरी फॅक्टर इज लिनियर. ओके, प्रत्येकाची काय डिग्री 1 आहे, देन दॅट मॅट्रिक्स इज डायगोनलायझेबल. ओके ओके, जर प्रत्येक फॅक्टर तुमच्या लिनियर फॅक्टर मध्ये असेल, हा फॅक्टर आहे ना एक्स मायनस सी, एक्स मायनस एच, लिनियर फॅक्टर असेल तर तो काय असेल? डायगोनलायझेबल. ओके, हा ही पुढे थेरम आहे. Now here we have to prove that the root of characteristic polynomial is equal to root of minimal polynomial. Look at the proof now. Let capital T be a linear operator on n-dimensional vector space V over F. Okay, now let this f of x, small f of x, be characteristic polynomial for T. Okay, and m of x be the minimal polynomial for T or F. Okay, for T. Okay, then by previous theorem. What is the previous theorem? M of x is what? Divisor of f of x.
F of x.
Okay, so therefore that is there exists a polynomial q of x such that this f of x can write the product of m of x into q of x. Okay, give it as an equation number 1. Okay, now we have to prove that first it is sufficient to prove that, okay, आपल्याला काय प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे? Every root of m of x is the root of f of x. Okay, what we have to prove? The characteristic polynomial and minimal polynomial have same root. म्हणजे in order to prove that the result, it is sufficient to prove that if c is the root of m of x, if and only if ओके, जर c हा माझा m of x चा रूट असेल. ओके, so it is the it is sufficient to prove that if c is the root of m of x, if and only if c is the root of f of x. Okay, मला काय प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे? एव्हरी रूट ऑफ कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉलिनॉमियल इज ऑल्सो रूट ऑफ मिनिमल पॉलिनॉमियल. Okay, that means if c is the root of m of x, then c is the root of f of x. होतोच की जर c ह्याचा रूट आहे म्हणजे हा प्रोडक्ट ऑफ आहे ना, ह्याचा रूट असेल तर m of c काय येणार? 0 येणार. Okay, if c is the root of m of x, then m of c is 0, then f of x is also 0. Okay, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, आपल्याला काय प्रूव्ह करायचं? इफ f of c is equal to 0, then m of c is equal to 0 हे येईल असं प्रूव्ह करायचं. ओके, the next part of proof. Now look at it. If f of x is equal to m of x into q of x, give it is equation number 1. Now, in order to prove the result, okay, it is sufficient to prove that c is the root of minimal polynomial f of m of x if and only if c is root of characteristic polynomial f of x. ओके, म्हणजे हा जर ह्याचा रूट असेल तर हा कोणाचा होईल? ह्याचा रूट होईल. ओके, अज्युमिंग दिस स्टेटमेंट, प्रूव्ह काय करा? c ह्याचा ह्याचा रूट प्रूव्ह करा. आणि assuming c is the root of m f of x, then we have to prove that c is the root of m of x. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, suppose c is root of m of x. First statement assume m. Okay, that is m of c is equal to 0. Okay, now putting x is equal to c in equation 1. What is equation 1? This one. Okay, so f of c is equal to what? F of c is equal to m of c into q of c. Therefore, f of c is equal to 0 into q of c. So f of c is equal to what? हा तुमचा कॉन्स्टंट येईल काहीतरी बरं का. q of c कॉन्स्टंट असणार. ओके, f of c is equal to 0. Okay, so here we get f of c is equal to 0. This implies c is the root of f of x also. Okay, now here we prove that if c is the root of minimal polynomial f of x, we get c is the root of f of x. Now, reverse statement. Conversely, okay, let this c, constant c, is characteristic value, that is root of that polynomial. Okay, characteristic value next apply. C is root of characteristic polynomial f of x. Okay, if c is the root of f of x, then what we have? This is c is what? Characteristic value of linear operator t. Linear operator t. Okay. C is the characteristic value of linear operator t. Okay. Then by definition, what we have? Then by definition, okay, if c is the characteristic value of the linear operator t. Okay, so by the definition, we get there exists a non-zero vector. Okay, जर हा c जर तुमच्या t चा linear characteristic value झाला, there exists a non-zero vector. Okay, alpha belongs to V such that what is that condition?
T of alpha
T
is
of
equal to
alpha
C.
is equals to c to alpha.
c into alpha. Very good. Okay. Now, since m of x is polynomial and c is what? Characteristic value of t. Okay. C is m of x is any polynomial. Okay. M of x is the polynomial and c is the characteristic value of t. Then we proved one theorem. This m of c is characteristic value of linear operator. Which linear operator? M of t. Is it correct? एक theorem
Yes,
prove
sir.
किया. F of x is the any polynomial and t is the linear operator and c is the characteristic value of that t. Then m of c is the f of c is the characteristic value of f of t. Okay. So here the m of c is the characteristic value of linear operator m of t. Then again by definition of characteristic value, this is m of t. This is the operator of which this is an alpha. We get m of c is the characteristic value of m of t into alpha. Okay, give it as an equation number 2. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, since m of x is the minimal polynomial for t, what we have? Since this m of x is what? Minimal polynomial for capital T. That is, m of t is equal to
0. 0 vector.
0 operator. Okay, here the operator 0 is the operator. Hence, equation 2 implies 0 vector 0 operator on alpha is equal to this is m of c into a. Okay, what is 0 operator of alpha? एखादा ऑपरेटर 0 ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन अप्लाय केलं कोणत्याही
0.
झिरो
0.
हा तुमचा आता एलिमेंट झाला. सो विच इज m of c into alpha. But here alpha is what? Non-zero vector, na? Characteristic vector, non-zero characteristic vector. Hence, this implies chi m of c is equal to 0. Okay, that implies if c is root of minimal polynomial m of x. Okay, काय अजून केलं आपण? Conversely, if c is the root of characteristic polynomial f of x, then we get c is the root of minimal polynomial m of x. Hence the proof. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir.
म्हणजेच एखादा जर कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉलिनॉमियल दिला असेल त्याचे जे काही फॅक्टर्स येतील जे काही रूट्स येतील ते सगळे रूट्स तुमच्या मिनिमल पॉलिनॉमियल मध्ये सुद्धा असायला हवेत. ओके, फक्त त्यांची मल्टिप्लिसिटी डिफरंट असू शकते. f of x if it's x minus 3 bracket is to 4 x minus 2 असेल समजा तर त्याचा मिनिमल पॉलिनॉमियल मध्ये ऍटलिस्ट x minus 3 आणि x minus 2 तर असणारच. ह्याच्या पॉसिबिलिटी काय असू शकते 1 2 3 4 काही असू शकते पण ऍटलिस्ट 1 तरी असणार. ओके, एनी डाऊट?
No, sir.
ओके, अजून आहे. Let me end clear. Okay, here the c is the root of minimal polynomial for m of x. Okay, so what we get here? C is the root of f of x. This implies c is root of m of x. Okay, so from 1 and 2. Okay, so this implies the minimal polynomial for capital T have same root. Okay, except for multiplicity. Okay, hence the proof. Okay, any doubt up to here? काय doubt असेल तुम्ही विचारू शकता.
No, sir.
Okay, now the next point is invariant subspace. काय माहिती का invariant subspace म्हणजे काय? Look at it. Definition. Invariant subspace. Okay, suppose this one is the vector space V, and this one is again V. Okay, and the T is the operator on V to V. Okay, this is the vector space V over F, and this one is V over F. Suppose W is the subspace of V over F. Okay, W. This is W, which is subspace of V. Okay, and again here, this is the subspace W. Okay, now invariant subspace if you apply T on alpha, this element हा तुमचा कुठे येईल, समजा हा अल्फा इथे आहे W मध्ये. ओके, अल्फा बिलॉंग्स टू W and then T of alpha हा कुठे येईल, त्या कोडोमेन मध्ये येईल ना तुमच्या इथे कोडोमेन T of alpha. ओके, हा इथे आत येईल का बाहेर येईल मला माहिती नाही. दॅट इज invariant subspace कधी म्हणायचं ते सांगतो तुम्हाला. T of alpha belongs to W for all alpha belongs to W. Okay, or T of whole space, the T image of whole vector space, whole subspace W contained in W. Then this W is called as invariant subspace. So change होत नाही. If we apply any vector, alpha 1, suppose this is alpha 2, this is alpha 3, या वेक्टर वर मी T जर अप्लाय केला, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, okay, then their image also belongs to this set, this space. हा तुमचा T of alpha 1 इथे, T of alpha 2 यातच असेल, इथे बाहेर नसणार तो T of alpha 3. ओके, तर असा असेल तर तो हा सबस्पेस काय येणार, इनव्हेरियंट येणार नाही. इनव्हेरियंटचा अर्थ काय, तो चेंज होत नाही, इनव्हेरियंट कधीच चेंज होत नाही. ओके, so what is the definition? T of alpha belongs to W for all alpha belongs to W. Okay, or the T image of whole vector space W, that is subspace of V. Okay, contained in W. Okay, ह्याचा T image काय येईल, या W मध्येच असेल. Okay, then we can say that this W is invariant subspace under T. Okay, so look at the definition. Let this V be a vector space and hold the field F. Okay, and T is what, linear operator on V. If this W is subspace of V, okay, then we say that W is invariant. W is invariant under T. Okay, under T. If for each vector alpha in W, okay, the vector T of alpha is in W. Okay, that is for each vector alpha belongs to W, T of alpha belongs to W. Okay, तर हे उलटे लिहायला हवं, फॉर असं लिहायला हवं notation. For all alpha belongs to W, this implies T of alpha belongs to W. Okay, मॅडम ने सांगितलं का हे कधी असं उलट आपण स्टेटमेंट उलट लिहितोय कधी, आधी वाचताना खरं हे वाचायला हवं, डेफिनेशन लिहिताना असं लिहितोय, फॉर इच अल्फा बिलॉंग्स टू W, T of alpha belongs to W. पण लिहिताना कसं लिहितो symbolic form मध्ये T of alpha belongs to W for all alpha belongs to W. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, that is रिअल अनालिसिस मध्ये सांगितलं असेल की मॅडमने काहीतरी नाही सांगितलं. ओके, so T image of W is contained in W. Then we can say that this W is invariant subspace under T. Okay, T पण महत्वाचं बरं का. W is invariant subspace असंही म्हणू शकत नाही. W is invariant subspace under T या T च्या खाली. Okay, now some notes are there. Tell me the answers. The answers सांगा काय येईल मला. Okay, if capital T is linear operator on P, then this V is invariant. Okay, under T. Why? Because T of V is contained in V, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alpha belongs to V. For all alpha belongs to V. Okay, suppose this one is vector space V and this one is again V. कोणत्याही वेक्टरला तुम्ही तर T अप्लाय केला तर तो कुठे येईल? T of alpha इथेच येईल. So this subspace vector space itself a subspace. V is the subspace of V. Okay, आपण असं म्हणू शकतो. So for any linear operator on the vector space V, the vector space itself invariant under that operator. Okay, any doubt? This is note number 1. Okay, now if suppose W is equal to 0 subspace. Okay, then what is the T image of that W?
Singleton zero.
Singleton 0. Very good. Okay, कोणताही ऑपरेटर घ्या, कोणी T is the any linear operator. If we apply on 0 vector, what is output? 0. So T of 0 is equal to 0. म्हणजे या W जर तुमचा सिंगलटन 0 असेल, so W is, that is singleton 0 is invariant under any operator. Okay, if W is the singleton 0, then implies T of W is again singleton 0. That is T of W is contained in W. Okay, so hence the 0 subspace, त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण? 0 subspace, null space, 0 subspace, not null space, sorry, 0 subspace. 0 subspace of vector space V is also invariant under T. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now, third note म्हणण्यापेक्षा example म्हणून. Okay, suppose D is the, नीट लक्ष द्या काय सांगतो, D is the differential operator. ओके, एखादा पॉलिनॉमियल दिलाय तर त्याच्यावर ऑपरेट काय करायचं? त्याचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काढायचं. डिफरेंशियल operator. Okay, instead of T, here we written as D. Why D? Because D is the derivative काढायचं त्या पॉलिनॉमियल, डिफरेंशियल ऑपरेटर. ओके, आणि तुमचा वेक्टर स्पेस काय? वेक्टर स्पेस V over F is equal to set of all polynomials. Set of all polynomials over capital F, that field F. Okay, with degree n. Okay, with degree n. Set of all polynomials over F with the degree n. Okay, म्हणजे ह्या तुमच्या V over F काय तुमचा? Okay, instead of V here W घेऊया. W. Which one? VOF असा घेतला तुम्ही. Set of all polynomials. Set collection of all polynomials. Set of all polynomials. Okay, f of x. That is over capital F. And what is W? W is the set f of x belongs to हा तुमचा VOF म्हणण्यापेक्षा काय म्हणा f of x. ओके, काय हा तुमचा set of all polynomials with variable x ना, असंच आहे ना, over the field f. ओके, डिग्री माहित नाही, डिग्री नाही आहे इथे पॉलिनॉमियल. ओके, so here taken W is the subspace such that f of x belongs to capital F of x such that the degree of that polynomial f of x is less than or equal to n. Okay, where n is the finite number, any finite number. Okay, what is your operator? Differential operator. What is your vector space? Set of all polynomials f of x over the period f. ओके, डिग्री नाही दिलेली आहे म्हणजे हा एफ ह्याच्यातले एलिमेंट कसे असतील, सपोज g of x बिलॉंग्स टू कॅपिटल f of x तर असेल तर g of x is equal to a naught a1x plus a2x square plus up to so on असं असेल. ओके, आणि समजा जर f of x बिलॉंग्स टू w असेल तर कसं असेल, w चा नेचर सॉरी f of x चा नेचर कसा असेल, f of x is equal to b1 plus b1x plus b2x square plus up to so on bnx raised to n. ओके, असं असेल किंवा ह्याच्यापेक्षा डिग्री कमीच असू शकते और n-1. ओके, एनी डाउट?
No, sir.
ओके, सो हियर कोणत्याही ओके u of this is the set capital F of x. Okay, collection of all polynomials. This is W, collection of those polynomials such that the degree of that polynomial is less than or equal to n. Okay, and what is the operator? Differential operator. Okay, derivative करायचं तुम्हाला, differential operator. Okay, and this is f of x, and this one is again capital F of x. This one is W. Okay, now we apply the differential operator on f of x. Okay, suppose x squared plus 1. This is f of x. What is the derivative of f of x?
2x.
2x plus 1. मग याची डिग्री काय झाली, लेस दॅन ऑर इक्वल टू 2 झाली ना. ओके, या पॉलिनॉमियलची डिग्री म्हणजे हा तुमचा काय असेल, d of f of x कुठे येईल, w मध्ये येईल. ओके, सो thus w is invariant under which operator? Differential operator. Okay, here instead of I'm taking here the differential integration operator घेतला. Okay, integration काढायचं आहे मला. I is the integration operator. तर येईल का मग हा invariant under t?
No, sir.
इथे n डिग्रीची पॉलिनॉमियल असेल, इंटिग्रेशन काढल्यानंतर काय होईल, n+1 येईल ना त्याची डिग्री.
Yes, sir.
Okay, f of x is equal to x. What is the integration of f of x? This is the operator now. X square upon 2 plus c. Okay, काय का असणार, डिग्री काय आली 2 plus this polynomial not belongs to this one. Okay, म्हणून हा इनव्हेरियंट अंडर d हा ऑपरेटर सांगणं गरजेचं. ओके, नी डाउट? What is the invariant?
No, sir.
T of w is contained in w. Wait a minute. This is invariant under T. Okay. Now, the next definition of restriction of T. ओके, एखाद्या ऑपरेटरला रिस्ट्रिक्ट कसं करतोय आपण सबस्पेसवर, आधी त्याचे कन्सेप्ट समजून घेऊयात, मग सॉल्व्ह करू, मग डेफिनेशन घेऊ. रिस्ट्रिक्शन, कदाचित झालंय हे तुम्हाला, हे शिकलोय आपण, हे रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑफ, तुम्हाला शिकवलं का लक्षात नाही येईल. रिस्ट्रिक्शन, restriction of T, capital T, of subspace. Okay, suppose T is the operator. Suppose this one is V, and T is the operator from V to V. Okay, diagram काढले की व्यवस्थित समजतं, मग definition लक्षात ठेवायची, पाठ करायची गरज नाही. Okay, and this is the W is the subspace of V. Suppose this one is W. Okay, so what is the domain and codomain of T? V and V. Okay, V is the domain and codomain of this function. या T ला restrict करतो म्हणजे काय करतो, या T ला मी या W वर अप्लाय करतो. Okay, and now this one is W. Okay, T हा असा एक इंड्यूस्ड ऑपरेटर इंड्यूस करतो या W वर, तर त्याला नाव असेल TW. ओके, म्हणजे हा T जेव्हा या W च्या एलिमेंट वर अप्लाय होतो तेव्हा ह्याच्यासारखा अप्लाय होतो. Okay, so TW is the operator on W to W, that is which is subspace of V. Okay, such that this TW of alpha is equal to T of alpha for all alpha belongs to W. That means if you apply T or TW on the element of W, then TW is equal to T. म्हणजे काय, TW आणि T हे कसे अप्लाय होत आहेत, W च्या एलिमेंटवर सारखेच अप्लाय होत आहेत. ओके, पण जेव्हा हा TW आपण ह्या W च्या बाहेरच्या वेक्टरवर आपण अप्लाय करतो, ओके, तेव्हा मला माहिती नाही कसं अप्लाय होतं. ओके, TW आणि T हे इक्वल असतील का नाही माहित नाही मला. ओके, इथे T हा वेगळा ऑपरेटर आहे, TW दिस इज दी अनदर ऑपरेटर. वाय, बिकॉज हे दोन फंक्शन आपण इक्वल आहेत कसे कधी म्हणतो, if f and g both are equal, when this function on a domain, याचा डोमेन काय असायला हवा, सेम असायला हवा. ओके, इज इट करेक्ट? f of x, if suppose f is the function from a to b and g is the function from c to d. Okay, g is the function from c to d. ना आपण असं म्हणू शकतो का, if f of x is equal to g of x असेल, then both functions are equal म्हणू शकतोय का?
No, sir.
No. Why? Because the domain here different. If this one now, if f of x is equal to g of x for all x belongs to a, then the
Yes,
functions are equal. Okay, functions कधी equal असतात तेव्हा त्यांची आधी सर्वात आधी डोमेन, कोडोमेन काही कसं, ओके, त्याचे डोमेन इक्वल आहे. सो हियर द T is the linear operator on V, TW is the linear operator on W. म्हणजे हे दोन फंक्शन वेगवेगळे आहेत. ओके, एवढं कळते, बिकॉज डोमेन आर डिफरंट. ओके, मग जर हा T काय करतोय, इथे एक इंड्यूस्ड ऑपरेटर इंड्यूस करतो नवीन जो TW आहे, आणि या W वर हा, ओके, सो हियर T of alpha is equal to TW of alpha for all alpha belongs to W. Okay, आता एक डेफिनेशन दिल्यानंतर कळेल व्यवस्थित. What is the restriction of T of a subspace? Suppose let T, suppose this T be a linear operator, okay, on a finite dimensional vector space V over F. Okay, if W is subspace, W be subspace of capital V, which is invariant under T, which is invariant under T, then T induces a linear operator TW from W to W. T find by TW of alpha is equal to T of alpha for all alpha belongs to W. Okay, I'm just going to suppose this one is V, this one is W. या V वर कोणतं ऑपरेटर आहे T, या W वर TW. What is the condition? This W subspace is invariant under T. That means T of alpha मध्ये कसं पाहिजे W मध्ये पाहिजे. Okay, for alpha belongs to W, we get T alpha also belongs to W. Okay. Then जर अशी कंडिशन असेल तर हा T एक अजून एक ऑपरेटर T is induced one more linear operator TW. तो कसा डिफाइन होईल TW of alpha is equal to T alpha. That means this T alpha and TW of alpha are equal on W. Okay. Any doubt? म्हणजे त्या T ला आपण रिस्ट्रिक्ट केलंय त्याच्या सबस्पेसवर. ओके, हा दिसायला वेगळा जरी असेल तर तो T अल्फा सारखाच आहे, T सारखाच आहे. ओके. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so one remark is there. Look at it. What is that remark? If TW is what? Different operator. Different operator from T. Okay. Because domain and codomain of TW, okay, are okay. Wait a minute. Okay, what is the remark? If TW is the different operator from T. Is the screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
TW is the different operator from T because the domain and codomain of TW is W, then that of T is V. Okay, what is the restriction of T? Let T be a linear operator on a finite dimensional vector space V, and W is the subspace of V which is invariant under T. That means if alpha belongs to W, T of alpha belongs to again W. Okay, and then T induces the linear operator TW from W to W defined by T of कसा डिफाइन होता है तो T of W, TW of alpha is equal to T of alpha for all alpha belongs to W. Okay, any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
Okay, wait a minute. काही अडचण असतील तर विचारू शकता.